Conspiracy theories are a trap, and I'm going to show you why. Now, I'm going to do this all Kyle Cease style. Kyle Cease, if you don't know, is a comedian who kind of shifted his output a bit, and he became a bit more spiritual. But with all of his talks, he went forward without knowing what he was going to say next. So I'm doing all of this in that style. And the reason for that is because it brings forth things you might not otherwise. So if you're doing content creation and you fear the camera, this is one way to basically burn through that, is to go forth and just like Indiana Jones did in the movie, he doesn't know the step is there and he trusts that it's going to be there. And each step that you move toward is just like that, imperfect action moving forward. And so that's what Kyle Cease did. And I believe that each of us basically channels creativity in a way that Kyle Cease does, and even channelers do. If you look at writers like Hemingway and others, they talk about how it comes through them. The muse is the thing that brings forth the creativity. And so a lot of that is trusting that process and allowing yourself to get into state of mind, using visualization and realizing that what you're going to say is what you've always said. You have these greatest hits inside of you that's a part of your repertoire of helping other people or having conversations, and really we come back to these certain points, and some people have systematized that into their websites and are able to have pillar content. Those are their greatest hits, and then they riff off of those pillars. And it's the same thing when you're creating with video or doing anything. You really are coming back to these core points, and it's important to do so because that's your mantra. That's the thing that you're kind of putting out to the world. And a lot of people get stuck and I've been stuck for like years on the idea of having to have a niche. There is no niche you have to have. You're building your niche as you go. It's important to target a certain group of people initially, but really it's about your ability, your whatever you are able to do for people that's more important. And that drives things forward. And you can do those abilities, like let's say you have Reiki, or let's say you know how to use the camera and you want to show people how to use it. Well, do you think only one certain group of people might want to use the camera? No, of course not. But you target them because it's an easier way with language to reach them, because you're reaching them. You're not reaching everybody. So you have to narrow your focus for a while, dial things in. And once you understand that, then you can move on to another group. It's expansive. And people have pointed out that if you stay with one group, then you'll have to do a lot of different things for them to get their results. And I've found so far that with online courses failing at 97% rate, 97% of the people who take an online course don't get the results they want. And why do you think that is? Because you're relying on just information. You need that transformation, and you get that transformation from people. From, let's say you do an online course. That's the foundation. Those course elements are something you might repeat over and over again. If you were teaching camera, it would be ISO and the f-stop and those fundamental elements. And then you go on to get questions in a group setting, because that's where it's more likely to benefit you and also them. Some people are afraid to be a one-on-one, but it's also time expensive for you. And so when you do group coaching, you're able to reach more people. And in that sense, they're asking questions, and their energy, they help each other. And you expand your base repertoire. But it all comes from those greatest hits at the beginning. But circling back from the start, why conspiracy theories are a trap is because they take you away from all that. You think that what you're doing in the world isn't saving the world. We're not here to save the world, obviously. We're here to help each other and boost each other up. Even if you were to reach out and help 20 different people, you would make much more of a difference than trying to save the world. And so when you look at, UFOs, or if the world is flat, or JFK, or any number of conspiracies, you'll realize it all comes back to sucking your energy away, because you only get to a certain level. But instead, if you take that energy and you wrap it around and you focus on your greatest hits, those things that you want to put out to the world that are part of your manifesto, part of your ikigai, part of what makes you drive forward, then you're able to leverage time and go deeper into things that directly affect you. Because in that world, there's all kinds of lies and truth interwoven together. And I think as a society, or individually and in a collective level, the way we get it anywhere is through understanding more than the base level. The base level is what we're kept at, right? Reactionary mode and survival mode, and just understanding enough to keep us interested, but not enough to get to the next level. And that's what you want to do, is get to the next level. You want to help other people get to the next level. Found this really helpful. Be sure to give it a like. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.